Okay, we're live on YouTube.
And we have everyone here. There's Josh.
One minute to 7, Jer.
Okay. It is now 7 o'clock, so we're ready to start our work session. Welcome to the Borough of Clark Summit Special Meeting, April the 20th, 2021. In attendance, we have Ms. Lopez,
Present.
Ms. Simrel,
Present.
Solicitor Hayes,
Here.
Mr. Jenkins, Mr. Ucho,
Here.
Mayor Johnson,
Here.
Ms. Kehoe,
Here.
Mr. Kelly,
Here.
Mr. Shields, and our
Present.
junior council member, Mr. Thomas. Thank you.
Present.
Thank you very much. The first item of our work session is our public comment. Do we have any public comment, Virginia?
Jerry, as of 2 minutes ago, we had none.
Okay. So we'll move on to our first. Joe Rovinsky is on board, Virginia. He's going to speak to council about our CDBG money. Is
Yes.
on board yet?
Joe's here. Yep.
Joe's here.
Okay.
Well, thank you for having me this evening. I appreciate it. What I'll do is I'll go through the process and I'll just go over the notes that I have and the current estimated funding for the year. The Lackawanna County Department of Planning and Economic Development is the administrative agency for the CDBG program in the county. CDBG funds are federal funds from the United States Department of Housing and Urban and Economic Development, which are administered by the PA Department of Community and Economic Development. There are 11 entitlement communities, of which Clark Summit is one of the 27 non-entitlement communities in Lackawanna County. To be considered a entitlement community, the community must have a population of 4,000 or more and or meet the current minimum standards of physical and economic distress outlined by the Federal Urban Development Action Grant Program. It's estimated per my fiscal manager with administrative costs that the Clark Summit Borough will be receiving $103,905 in the federal funding year 2021. The objectives of the CDBG program are to assist communities in preparing community development plans designed to address significant needs of low and moderate income individuals, to assist communities administrating community development activities designed to address the number of community development needs identified in the community development plan, to encourage and assist communities to focus upon and address housing and community facility problems, and to pursue economic development and commercial revitalization activities through public-private investment and partnerships that will result in development expansion of job opportunities within the Commonwealth. There's various numerous eligible activities. Some of the more prevalent ones that we've been highlighting recently are water and sewer improvements, stormwater improvements, street improvements, ADA accessibility, parks, recreation facilities, and senior center and facilities. Eligible activities, there's numerous ones you can go through. They include political activities, purchase of construction equipment, purchase of protection for fire equipment, purchase of furnishings, and income payments. In order to be funded, the project has to benefit low to moderate income persons. It has to be engaged to prevent or eliminate slums or blight, or address an immediate threat to the health and safety of the community. Currently, Clark Summit is coming up with a project. We have May 6th, our pre-construction conference on the Clark Summit Elevator Reconstruction Project. And we asked that the borough provides any proposed projects and the needs assessments, which was emailed out, I believe, a month or so ago, by June 25th to the county building, or email to me directly, and I will get that information to Peg and the other county staff. And really, that's the information that I have to share. If
Okay.
there was any questions, I could probably address them directly or get them addressed to you in a timely manner.
Okay, thank you. Does anybody have any questions for Joe as far as the direction we're going to go with our CBG money?
I have that number again for 2021. What's available? I got the 103,000, but I didn't get anything after that.
It's $103,905 estimated with the administrative costs. That's from our fiscal manager.
Okay.
That's an estimate currently what we have from the state.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Joe, for covering this for us, and
Yep.
we'll have everything back to you in a very timely fashion.
We appreciate it. Again, if you guys have any projects or ideas, we have till June 25th. Any questions pop up in that meantime, please reach out to me or Peg, and we'll address them in as quick as soon as possible.
Madam President, can I just can I ask Joe a question? Joe, this is Kevin Hayes. I'm the solicitor for the council, and I think it would be helpful if you could explain to for members of council the $138,000 that is going to be allocated by the county for purposes of the borough's rehabilitation of the elevator. Those funds are coming from past appropriations for.
Yes.
Okay, could you explain that?
That's more the fiscal managers, the director expertise. How it was explained to me is that, again, that the previous funding years have contributed towards the current project that's ongoing. So there, I guess, what's considered to be a modification or drawdown. Again, those funding areas from 2018, 2019, 2020 are currently going to, or actually 2018 funds are going towards the elevator reconstruction project. So those direct questions of funding would go towards our fiscal manager.
Okay.
Which I can probably put you in touch with. His name is Mark Mercanti, who would be able to more address the detail of where the funding comes from in terms of drawdowns, because that's his area of expertise, and that's not really something I really engage with generally. So if you need any further questions, I could get you his email address he can detail. Okay,
but generally the funds we have these funds are available, the $138,450 because of past appropriations for 2016, 2017, and 2018.
Yes, that's correct.
That were not used. Okay. And then, so Joe, and then just so the council understands, the county will out, if we approve this cooperation agreement and we execute it, then the county would allocate $138,450 towards the installation of the new elevator. And then the borough would be responsible for any costs over that. Is that
based on information I have? That is correct.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you again, Joe.
Thank you.
Okay, the next item on our agenda is our statements of financial interest due. Virginia wanted to make sure all council members got their financial interest statements in. When are they due by? May, is it, Virginia?
Virginia just she lost power. So let me give you the deadline. Hold on one second. I know it's May. It is May 1st.
Okay.
So they must be on borough, submit it so they're on file with Virginia by May 1st.
Okay.
So we got to get moving. If you have any questions as to what has to be listed, please feel free to call me, because I've had to do these for a number of years. And I always just err on the side of, disclosing. If you have a mortgage, if you have a credit card, if you have a car loans, just identify those. And again, they're not being submitted to the Pennsylvania State Ethics Commission. However, in the event they ever requested them, we have to have them on file.
Okay.
Do we need to ratify this?
No.
This is not, okay.
No, it's just a reminder that the deadline is approaching.
Okay, thank you,
And
Kevin.
if you need there's a fillable form available that does anyone need it? I could send it to you.
If you can send it to me, Kevin, that would be great.
Yeah, just get
Me
that.
too. Me too.
I'll send it.
Kevin, send everybody.
I'll send it to
Yeah, send
everybody.
everyone.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And
Thank
again,
you,
it's
Kevin.
the focus is on 2020. So it's not,
Okay,
so if you bought a car and with, if you bought a car this year, that's not applicable. It's whatever debts and financial interest you had prior to that,
2020.
prior to
Okay.
2021.
Kevin, my lights are flickering at the moment also.
Okay.
Yeah,
We're going to lose a
getting
quorum.
set
pretty soon.
to rain pretty heavy.
They're
Wonderful.
predicting it, and it's their prediction are coming true, so.
Okay. So then,
And the wind is picking up.
right.
Yep.
It looks fierce on the AccuWeather because I've been watching it for my co-managers are asking me if you cancel the game.
So,
Go ahead,
thank you
Jerry.
very much, Kevin. We can just proceed.
Okay.
Bonnie and I might get lost. Just letting you know now.
Okay. Thanks for the heads up.
Okay. The next item on our agenda is the resolution 2021-06, and we will be voting on our CDBG grant money. Wow, it's getting nasty out there. Next week for our elevator project. So we're just making everybody a heads up on that.
So Jerry, with the way that Virginia explained it to me is that there was a sense of urgency, I guess, from the county standpoint that they would like for us. She advertised that we would be voting on this tonight. So basically, in summary, it's they submitted an agreement. I made significant revisions to it. I hope they accept them. If they don't, I guess we'll have to submit it. We'll have to approve an amended agreement. But in short, it's there's $138,000 that will be allocated from CDBG funds for the construction of the elevator, repair of the elevator. All funds above that will be on us, wherever those come from. So that's basically it. There was reserves from unused funds from 3 prior years that they were able to reallocate for this project, and it in their estimation qualifies for the grant program.
Okay, very good. Okay, well, that should cover that then. Thank you very much, Kevin, for the enlightenment on that. We'll move on to our next.
Well, Jerry, I think
I do the vote now.
yeah, motion. So I guess if
I think we just lost a decent portion of our.
probably don't have a quorum now. Let's see here.
My power's flickering, but clearly we just lost half of people.
Do not have a quorum. So they should do what they do for the State of the Union and put a couple of people in a location where they'd be safe, not all in Clark Summit.
Hello, can you hear me?
Ron, do you want to you want to get elevated to official council member?
What's that?
We don't have. We only have 3 council members. We need 1 more to have a quorum.
I can give this to my sister if you want.
No, it's all right. Well,
You sure?
Well, Jerry, the fact of the matter is, we might have just have to vote on this next week. We'll tell them what happened.
Okay, we just want to make sure we're legally correct with it.
Correct.
That's-
Right.
Okay,
The one aspect of it is that I guess Highland Associates has been volunteering their services on behalf.
great, yeah,
We'll have to engage them formally for this project, and we can discuss that further. But that's part of this agreement.
okay.
Okay.
Very good. Okay, the next item on our agenda and the last on our agenda is the farmer's market in the Borough building parking lot. We're doing a discussion on this. Kevin, I believe Virginia spoke to you about this. And
Very preliminarily, but
Sure.
I know that it sounds like a great idea, but I don't know all the details of it.
Okay, also, Kevin, we discussed it with Jerry Zuber. His parking lot is also going to be available. And then the option of closing down the 1 block where the building is to have farm to table dinners and so on. So everything is really in a discussion point right now. We just wanted to make sure, if we used our Borough parking lot, that what the liability would be on.
Sure. So Jerry, who's the organizer of it?
Actually, it's Jim Simmerall.
Oh, great. Okay, well, I'll talk to Kathleen about it and we'll just get something in writing, maybe.
Okay. And Ronnie Lopez and myself are both working with Jim Simmerall, and Hillary from the yoga.
From Jaya Yoga I'm on Depot Street to Heaven.
Okay, Ronnie's with us. Good, okay.
Yeah, we have 4 now.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Do we have a motion to accept the CDBG agreement for the repairs for our elevator?
I'll motion for the CBG repairs for the elevator.
Okay. Do we have a second?
Jerry,
I'll second it.
That was Bob Sure.
Bob? Okay. I guess I was going to ask because it was between Bob and I in a second, but I was going to ask on the question.
Sure.
Are we aware of anyone that's dropped off that had any questions or concerns about this, or has anyone expressed anything? Just curious because there's 4 of us left here.
Right. The topic of, I could tell you the topic of the elevator and the problems with it
Sure.
has been a topic of discussion, at least as long as I've been the solicitor, since 2017. Jerry, this issue of the elevator and the need for the elevator to be repaired, this has been an issue for some time.
It has,
Correct.
right, yeah,
And we've been trying to find sources of funding for it.
right.
And so I think the one obstacle was to get it to classify for the program, and I guess ultimately
Exactly,
it
right.
has.
Got it. Okay. Fair enough.
And
But if there's if you guys have any other questions, let me know. I don't know a whole lot more about what was negotiated between the county and Virginia on this, but I did review the agreement, and we are protected up to $138,000. And the current contract that the contractor is being, I guess the estimate for it is $125,000. So we would have a little bit of a buffer there, but we are responsible for the engineering costs. But I know that Jerry, you've generally had volunteering. The Highland has been volunteering their service.
right.
So
And Kevin, this is a grant for the 138. It's not a loan, so.
it's as long as we comply with the program. Correct.
Okay.
But Kevin, we're responsible for the engineer costs.
Yes. So
Okay.
that is, I don't know what that is going to be, but
I feel that they're gonna work with us on that because they have been extremely, they've done a lot of pro bono work for the borough. And whatever figures we have to work with, they will work with us toward them. Okay.
David, we have we had 4 members, so there's a motion and a second on the issue of approving the resolution, which would allow the borough to enter a cooperation agreement with the county for the repair of the elevator.
Okay, good. I'm in.
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Favors have it.
5-0.
Okay. And the next item is the review of our May 5th agenda. Does any council members have any questions on our May agenda? And if not, before we lose all our power, we'll have a motion to adjourn.
I'll motion to
Adjourn.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Be safe, everyone. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Good night.
Everybody.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thank you. Okay.
Kevin, that was a short meeting.
It was, just when you think things can't get any more stranger, they do.
You're
You know?
exactly right.
We're on
Yeah.
Zoom, now we're losing power. Everything is chunky dory on Zoom until you lose power, right?
Exactly. Well, at least our mission was accomplished.
That's right. I'll do the minutes for this meeting so that we have them. I'll dictate them now. And that way they can be approved at
Okay.
our next meeting because not everybody was here. What's up,
Okay.
Ronnie?
For
Yes.
the form, will you email that to me and then I just have to get it back to
Yes.
Virginia? Okay.
Yeah, I'll do that right now. Yeah, it's
Right.
very, what I do is, and I could show you mine because I don't care. I type up I just type up my own document and attach it because it's easier for me that way.
Okay.
I'll send you mine just so you have an example.
Okay.
What I
And
do.
Ronnie, I can help you with it too if you want.
Thank you.
Be more than happy to do that, Kevin,
Yeah,
'cause
I'll send,
ours is less complicated than yours,
well, that's a good thing because I've
Sure.
loans, still student loans and mortgages and car payments.
Oh my.
Good.
I don't have your report to fill out.
Hmm.
Oh, gosh.
That's why she pushes me out the door every morning.
Well,
Be going.
All right.
So
Thank you.
everybody, I'll send it to you right now and we'll just remember to get them in. Even if it's, do the best you can.
Okay.
You can always.
and when you get it, just let me know, Ronnie, and I'll give you a hand later.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good evening, everyone. Thanks.
You
Thanks,
too.
Jerry.
Be
Stay safe.
careful. Stay safe.
You too. Thank you. Bye-bye.